leadership as it pertains to network marketing. Please give a great applause to the one and only world-renowned Brandy Sinoto.
Okay, let's do it. Let's wind it up. Well, it's great to see everybody's beautiful faces. I would like to say that he's right. I came to National Convention. I had my mother, my two older brothers. One of them was married, so he had his wife with him. And I had my auntie. So myself, my mom, my auntie, my older brother, and then my other older brother and his wife. Get this, just this past year, every single person that was at National Convention with me, I took on an all-expense paid trip to Japan, just this past year. How amazing is that? My mom came, and her travel buddy, which was my auntie, who came 20 years ago, had to come with my mom on the trip. My brother came because he had to watch my mother and my auntie. And my other brother and his wife came because it just so happened was their anniversary. So it's just amazing how things kind of go round. Circle. David was talking about meeting me at that time. I was a kid at that time. I remember Marcella being just as beautiful back then. I remember sitting there seeing her, with big hair and the shininess. It was an amazing event. So I'm not going to get into my story about how it took me 17 years. So if you don't know that story, hang around long enough and you'll hear it told over and over. I'm actually going to share another story with you guys. This is an intimate group here. We're all diamonds. Like Dr. Dana said, you busted your butt to get here right now. So I'm going to be a little intimate with you guys and share with you guys a little different story. From the time that I was a child, and I'll mark it back to about 8 years old. So that's 30 years ago. I knew that this was the life I wanted to live. Now when I say this, I didn't know it was network marketing. When I say this, I didn't know it was going out and inspiring people to become their greatest them, seeing the best in them, and going out and helping them inspire others. I didn't know what that was. But when I was 8 years old, when I was a kid, network marketing used to come into my house because my mom was into it. And a lot of Hawaii people were into it. So when I was 8 years old, I'd be in my mom's house and people would come and set things up, and what I recognized back then was not the business. I recognized that feeling of hope. I recognized that feeling of opportunity. That feeling that my mom's friends would walk in and there was a feeling like something can be different for me. It was inspiration. It was dreams and goals. It was people just being excited about bringing their gifts to the world. I didn't know what it was back then. I didn't know how to articulate it. Now that I live it, I know how to articulate it. But this is 30 years ago. So now the internet is here. There's much more transparency when it comes to businesses. So do we agree that we are in a perfect time right now where we see network marketing and the profession itself elevating itself? Do we see that now? Right, we do. So we're in that time where we're all collectively, not just us in this room, all the companies out there that's walking the walk that they talk, the top earners that are out there inspiring everyone, shaking hands with everyone, we're all working together to uplift this profession, elevate this profession. But that was 30 years ago. Okay, how was that profession? How was the profession 30 years ago? Where are my experienced networkers? Right? There was a lot of things going on. I want to share with you something. My father actually got involved when I was 8 years old with the network marketing, which now we know was not network marketing. It was a Ponzi scheme, and he lost $60,000 when I was 8 years old. I didn't know what it was, right? You're a kid, but do we know what it is? Of course. That's when we begin our programming. Right? So I had a lot of things I had to push through, and I had to reprogram myself about this business and about all those things. But did it stop? We all knew about it. We've known about scams and these kinds of stuff, but does it stop us from coming back? Okay, so I want to explain this to you. There's greed everywhere. everywhere. Is network marketing the only place where we will find scams? No. Everywhere. Real bona fide companies. David is from Wall Street. He can come up here and talk about real bona fide companies scamming people like the best one. Real estate scams, mortgage scams, whatever. Greed is everywhere. So whether, that's besides the point. But what are other things about network marketing that makes it hard for us? Why are we sitting here as something scratching our head? What are things we hear? I don't want to push. I don't want to be pushed. I don't want to sell. I don't want people to think that I'm better than them. I don't want people. I'm breaking it down for us here because we're leaders. So this is a closed room meeting, and you're here because you want to take it to the next level. You're here. You came early so you could hear this. So we hear all of these things, but yet we keep coming back. People keep coming back to network marketing. So the question is, why do people keep coming back to network marketing? Why? Freedom. Hope. Choices. Where's the I word? Where's the I word? Arna said it. Inspiration. In this world today, are there a lot of places where inspiration meets money? No. People go inspired and they go pay money to personal development. They pay thousands of dollars to personal development coaches to be inspired, but they're paying money. Or they go to church and they get inspired, but it doesn't have to do with money. So network marketing is the one place where we are actually encouraged to find our genius. We're encouraged to step into that greater version of us. So people are celebrated. Nobody's celebrated in this world today, so it's an amazing place where we can be celebrated. We're encouraged to step into our genius, and we can make money that will eventually find financial freedom that can also help us continue down the path of inspiring others. Okay, so that's why. So do we get it? So now, can you put on the two caps? I'm going to ask you for two caps. The first cap is you doing you. So you're sitting here in this room and you're like, I gotta figure me out. I gotta figure this out. But you kind of, by just the fact of being in this room right now, you kind of gotta push yourself forward already. You gotta stop hanging on to that, well, I'm just figuring me out. I mean, if you're here, you spent thousands of dollars to get here, you put all the time and effort into being here, getting here, which means being a diamond, we've gotta start putting on the other cap as well of what it means for other people. So you need to now think, why are people coming? People are coming and joining your team because they want to be inspired. That's why they're joining. But they're also coming because they want to make money. So how many of us have started somebody in our team, that person's been like, oh my God, I am a Purium lifer. I don't even care if I don't make money, I'm staying. How much of a percentage of them actually stay? Because people need money to live. It is what it is. They need money to pay their rent, pay their car, they need money to buy their products. So if they don't have money to pay their rent, pay their car, buy their products because they're not being fiscally responsible, they're going to love Purium. They're never going to talk bad about Purium, but they're not going to be around. So it's really the time right now for us to start thinking critically as leaders. Start thinking critically about not just what we're doing here, but how the mindset of the people that come through the doors to us, where they're at, how they're thinking, so that we can keep them moving forward. So what happens is a brand new person gets started, and where's Erica? Where's Erica? Hey Erica, keep an eye on my time, okay? Can you count backwards so when I see the number, I know that's how much time I have left? So they walk through the door, and they have been inspired to get started. When somebody gets started, do they start with their heart or do they start with their head? In general, they're starting with their heart because they're like, I don't know what this is, but I want it, and I know the feeling, and I know it feels good, so I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to join you. So they join with their heart, and they're in. And when you think about it, when they first got started, they were in their head. They're like, network marketing, I don't want it, we don't have the money, I don't think so. But then you get into their heart, because you just get them around the people, and around the vibration. And when they're on vibration, they don't need to hear anything, they just need to feel it. So they start rising, and then right here at the top, they're like, I'm in! Then after they get in, they fly and they ride. They have this 90-day window when they're still flying off of their initial inspiration. And that's when they say, I'm a lifer. I'm going to do this forever. I'm going to figure this out. So for 90 days, we see our new recruits and team members do some pretty cool things, right? We see them do some pretty cool things they never do before, or things they said they would never do. And we're recognizing them in the groups, and we're giving them recognition, and for the first time they're getting recognition, we're putting them on calls, we're letting their voice be heard, and for the first time people are celebrating them, people are reaching out to them on Facebook who they don't even know. We've created this world. That's the world of network marketing, but here in Purium, we've really tightened up on this world. And they're like, I don't know what this is, but I want in. Then they hit maybe consultant director, maybe they even hit executive, and then they get to this place where that initial gas from their inspiration starts to just wear off a little because they can't fly on their inspiration forever. Can I fly on my charisma forever? No, after some time, I gotta show you guys some brains, or else you're gonna know my deal, right? So they start coming here, and then maybe business slows down, or maybe the people are not coming through the door, or their business changes just a little bit, because now it's not just about recruiting, it's now about taking it to the next level, helping people progress, and then now, when they had this relationship with you and me, prior to this first 90 days, we're like, yeah, you're doing so good, and then now the conversation changes a little to, so what are you doing? And then now the relationship with us changes, and then they're there, and then they go, they become a deer in headlights. Because they say, I didn't know I had to think. So we need to get into the mindset of the people that are coming to us, right? So they're like, I didn't know I had to think. The truth is, nobody wants to think. So I've been hearing a lot, I've been taking notes from today, because today was just such great food for me. I mean, I'm ready to be high touch, like Marina them. I'm ready to be high tech. I'm ready to be high touch and go through healthy happy hours. I'm ready to ask questions like Arna. So they come to this place where they need to start thinking. Jair said that coming to the convention will take the business from their head to their heart. Because what do events do? They inspire you. So we need inspiration. It's not hype. We need inspiration to push us. Now I'm here saying we need to be able to help people go from their heart to their head. If you guys want to take it to the next level, if I want to take it to the next level, I got to be able to sit on that inspiration and use that inspiration as fire under my butt, but I need to get that fire all the way to my head. Because nobody's going to do it for me. Nobody's going to think it for me. You heard, I think it was up here, I think it was Marina who said, diamond, or you got a call, or you got a training, go make a training. You're a diamond. If you're in any of my groups and people jump in the group and say, hey, you know what would be a great idea? It would be a great idea to have this and this stuff on paper. Skylar, what's the first thing I say? Make it yourself. That's the first thing I say. Make it yourself. So this is a place where this weekend, together collectively, because this is the leadership right here. You want to know who the leadership is? Look around in this room. Do you think we got some room for growth? You think we got a product that nobody else has out there? You think we got a compensation plan that nobody has out there? Okay, so it's this weekend that what I'm asking you guys to do is step into this weekend with the intent on expanding your knowledge, but also with critical thinking of how you're going to implement so that we can externalize it through motivation. And when we externalize it through motivation, then what happens is we gain experience, and through experience comes wisdom. Wouldn't you love to be a wise business builder where you sit there, every situation you buffer with a few seconds, and you're like, I know what the answer is. Buffer with a few seconds, I know what I have to do here. Buffer with a few seconds, I know what I have to do here to get there. See what kind of focus that is? Because we know where we want to get, like Tracy said, that goal that we want to get to is there. But there's a lot of different things as your business starts to grow because we're diamonds and above. So now it's not just focused on, I just got to recruit and bring people in. As diamonds, we start to grow, our team grows, and our team becomes a distraction to us. So now, again, it's knowledge, allowing the inspiration to motivate us, with the knowledge to motivate ourselves to take action, because when we take action, we gain experience, and with experience, we become wise. So when you are going out through today, this is what I want to challenge every one of you to do. I don't want you to sit in the audience like they're there on stage and I'm here, or they're in the breakout room and I'm here. I said you are the leadership team. You're going to be on stage next year at National Convention doing your breakout sessions. You're going to be on the panels next year. If that's not the case, we're doing something wrong. So what I need you guys to do today is sit there and say, I am there with the person on stage. Brandy's up there and I'm not like, oh my God, what she's saying is so awesome. Oh my God, Brandy. Or David Scoltetti, oh man, that guy has so much knowledge and wisdom. Sure, I still want you to feel that way, but the truth is no. This weekend, I need you to give yourself the permission to say, I'm partners with David because I am right here with him, because I was there in that room with him. And this weekend, I'm going to give myself permission to critically think when he's going through his pieces. What works for me, what doesn't work for me, what maybe doesn't, but I would like to follow his guidance and lead. Write it all down. How would I implement this? I want you to be fearless when you're going through it. And I need you to see yourself in that position. Second thing, that was the first, so you're partners with us this weekend. The second thing is, I need you to commit right now that there is going to be 0% negative self-talk. Today, this weekend. 0%. The moment it comes into your mind, you have to get rid of it. Like, it doesn't even matter. The moment it comes into your mind. There's no room. If we're going to partner up as a leadership team, if you're here, you showed up early because you want to partner up, I'm going to tell you this week, there's no room for nah. No room for hearing something and saying, well, my situation's a little different. No. Even if it is different, it doesn't matter this weekend. You just have to make a decision. So can we today go through this weekend and make a decision that no matter what, no matter whose faces we see, no matter who calls us, no matter who didn't show up, no matter what, can we make a decision that there's going to be no negative self-talk? Okay. No negative self-talk. And then, last but not least, as diamond leaders, the way to lead is to simply lead. If you want to be a leader, you just have to lead. So what I'm going to tell you is that you will have all the foundation you need to move forward. I'm considering this as the beginning of my build. Sure, we had a lot of fun this past, 3 years. I had a lot of fun with our team. We had a lot of fun in Hawaii. Team Win had a great run and a great build in Florida. Marina Dream Team had a great run, but you know what? We're not counseling, so we're not talking about the past. We're only as good as our next meal, right? I mean, if this was Top Chef, we'd only be good as our next meal. So I'm considering myself only as good as my next meal. But the great thing is that we're creating our foundation right now for what will be our residual income. That was the past. That was pre-game. That was pre-game stuff. Right now is going to be stepping into the next foundation and build of our growth. And I'm going to give you a quick call to action. I know you guys love this stuff. So you want 5 brand new enrollees. So you're looking for 5 brand new enrollees. The limit is 6 months. So look into your back office, direct to you. You want to find 5 people who are directly enrolled to you. If you don't have that, you gotta go get it. 6 months. Out of those 5 people, you're gonna partner up with them until 3 of them go consultant. I don't care if these people are not the people that's going to do it in your mind. I don't care what your judgments are on it. It doesn't even matter who they are, what shape, size, color. I want everybody to go out after convention, 5 people directly enrolled to them, until you need to work with these 5 like they are your only team members. They need to have a separate block, the block when you wake up in the morning, because when you wake up in the morning, that's the most important block of the day, because that's when you got all your juices. Do not spend, when you wake up in the morning, time getting drained by dealing with naysayers and people you need to pull out of the trenches. They gotta pull themselves out. Find 5 people that are gonna be directly enrolled to you. Get 3 of them to consultant. Then get 2 of those consultants to director, and you will find the one that will go diamond. It's not always the one who you think it's gonna be, because sometimes one
makes the other one, and this one, that one. 5 P1 roles you, 3 go consultant, 2 go director, and that's